Oh, what's on? No, no, we wait for people to get here.
What?
I said we're live.
Nobody's there.
We just wait for people to get here.
Would it be awkward if
It's very.
7?
See, people
Yeah.
are joining, and here comes the food.
Oh, yummy.
That's it. Quiche,
There's
pizza.
forks here, everyone. Little,
What's there?
little forks.
Oh, I can't see them.
People are saying hi, hi New York, hello.
Hello.
It's Facebook. I can't really see the comments. It's gonna be too far. You guys have to read them. Well, then I can't see it all. Very old. People are saying welcome and ciao. How was Rome today?
Beautiful.
Alright, so people
How many
are
miles? Like 4.
Elva in Texas, hi. Idaho, Carol. Alright.
4.1.
Okay.
We did 12,000 steps today.
4.1
Good.
miles.
I don't know if they'll be able to hear you. You're quiet.
Let's do a test. Say hello. Can you hear me?
Put this on a microphone. It's greasy. Alright, so hi everybody. These are my parents.
Hey.
Kathy Warren's here. Say hi,
Oh, I
Kathy.
thought she wasn't going to get to be here today.
she's
Hi,
here.
Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. It's a beautiful day in Rome.
Gloria's here. Hi, Gloria. Jennifer Camp is here.
Oh.
Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
John Bumalo's here.
Who?
John.
John.
Hi, John.
All right. Oh, and here come our drinks. Kind of waiting for our drink. Bree is here. Lily Bree. Say hi to Bree. Bree's over here. Tell her you want to see your dogs.
This is good stuff.
Yeah, that is good.
I will give everyone a tour.
Ooh. Just getting our drinks.
Today's my turn too. Okay.
Nice. So here we have blueberries.
Yeah, tell them what you have.
Oh,
Tell them
that
what
is-
you
I
got.
have some blueberries on a little bamboo
And apples.
a bamboo stick,
Tell them what you have.
and apple slices,
Mint.
It's a Hugo. It's called a Hugo.
mint and prosciutto and
Prosecco.
prosecco, and what's the other?
Elderflower.
What do
Yeah.
you have, Grandma? Tell the people.
I don't know.
Red fruit.
Little fruity something.
Red fruits. Red fruits.
Like
blueberry
raspberries
rossi.
with Prosecco.
I have a Calamity Jane.
So does Lily.
It has mango in it. It's really yummy.
And no alcohol. I have something with ginger. Mine is all ginger. It even has ginger in it. Oh, we have to cheers.
Facebook said they liked it.
Cheers.
Oh,
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
salute, Lil.
Cheers, people.
Lil.
Got ice.
Cheers.
Gotta be careful with mine.
Ooh, that's gingery. It's a ginger spritz.
I'm mostly just a disembodied hand.
I didn't see all who showed up. Oh, very good.
This is good, guys.
Yeah, this is
I need a napkin.
This is good, guys. I had it last time.
rice with
Grab
stuff
a
in
fork.
it. So today we're at Zanzara,
Zanzara.
which means mosquito. Come here a lot for Tipsy Tuesday, and wanted to bring my parents. You've been here before, though, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We sat inside before they had all this.
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't have the outdoor seating. I thought it'd be a good place for Tipsy Tuesday with them because they bring so much food, and we can kind of spread out a little bit. Because even now, it's hard to all squeeze in. Like Christina's here. Did you say hi?
Hello.
Lily's here. Did you say hi, Lily? Did you show them your face so you know you're here? No. There's Lily. All right. Did we miss anything? Because we were talking about the drinks and people were coming on. Jennifer Camp says, so glad you all got to see each other. Name the drinks. Did that. Kathy says she won't be able to stay long.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have to watch the replay. And then, let me see over here. I have the camera so far away, I have to like stretch to read
Need an iPad.
comments. Well, even then, it would have to be really far away.
Lily, it's
Alright.
up to you.
Anyway, so, yeah, my parents are here. I didn't, what?
No, I said it's a pizza.
Yeah, this is, oh, the food, yeah. So this has little pizzas, quiche, and little sandwiches.
You're gonna eat those fruits?
So yeah, this is my first time seeing my parents in, what do I say, 457 days?
57.
They got here yesterday. We booked their flights as soon as it was announced that Italy might reopen for tourists. So we didn't even know for sure yet. It was just maybe. What?
Look at Instagram.
Why? What?
The
Somebody like
I love your dad's music. I'm telling Grandpa.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we booked our flight as soon as we knew that Italy might open for tourism. And we were just kind of hoping that it would. And then it did.
It did.
Yep.
We were ready. We were some of the last people to leave in February.
February.
Yeah, they were last here right before everything shut down. So they were here when Rome was emptying.
Milan was shut down.
Milan was already shut down, yeah. You were here when Rome was emptying, and now you're here when Rome is starting to get
Opening
people
back
again.
up.
Like a bookend trip. Bookend your pandemic.
The only difference now is we have to wear the masks and the 11 o'clock curfew. So no more discotheques tonight.
Yeah, you can't be partying. I'm sorry.
No partying.
No party. So, yeah, so then they opened. Oh, here's Laura. Laura's here. Hi, Laura. Christina's here too. Ronnie Camp is here. He says hi.
Hey, Ronnie. Buonasera.
My mom is pretty. Aw.
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, so then Italy said they would open up to 3 negative tests. And so my parents had to have 3 tests. How was that?
I said I would never have a test, but they're worth it. But
Oh, thank you.
the first 2 was really good. The third one, a little hard.
The first was a bit nerve-wracking because we had 3 days. We had 72 hours that the test had to be before.
Oh,
our
yeah.
flight.
Yeah.
Can you hear them? I know, like, I talk loud enough, but they're both very quiet. So, are you able to hear my parents? I have the microphones, but I just want to make sure. If somebody could say, yeah, we hear them.
Okay.
So we
No,
had
they
a-
didn't say that yet. Yes, we can hear. Okay.
I'll
You
drink.
want to tell them?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah, so it was super stressful with the test because they had to have, you have to have the test within 72 hours of travel.
And it's the PR.
Yeah.
PCR?
PCR test. It's not an instant test.
Yeah, so they had to get it and wait for the results and hope they arrive on time. And so they were flying out on Sunday, and you got them when?
Saturday night.
Sunday morning, like 2
Sunday
a.m.,
morning.
4 a.m.
2:50 and 4 a.m.
Yeah. So,
Cutting it close.
woke us up in the middle of the night.
And then,
So it took only a day and a half. That wasn't bad. I didn't think we were going to make it, really.
I thought you would. But it was stressful, just because there were so many unknowns. Wait, somebody's asking about your music. Love your dad's music that I purchased.
Someone else said that.
Thank you.
It's like
Multiple people, yeah.
I'm humbled.
High Mountain's parents, you look great.
you look great. Great, I tell you.
Well, we got our looks from Mountain.
I don't think it works that way. So then, I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments. I have to get like really close to see them. Annie says, did you have to take the test in Atlanta and Rome? Yeah, you have to have 3. So you have to have the PCR test in Atlanta, then you have to take another one at the airport
Yes,
in
right before you
Atlanta.
get on the plane. It's a rapid test.
A rapid test right before you board. And then another one right on arrival.
Another rapid test.
And it was a little bit hairy at the Atlanta airport because we were still waiting for our test results at 5:17. And
The flight was taking off at 6.
Flight's taking off at 6. And we're usually on board at 5:17.
Yeah, and they arrived 4 hours early, so it wasn't like they waited till the last
Yes.
minute.
Poor thing.
Yeah, so they got to the airport 4 hours early, and it was a mess.
It was a
Yes.
mess. On the American side, I hate to say it, it was a mess.
Yeah, well, see, they're one of the first ones on the COVID-free or the COVID test
Yes.
flights that are open for tourism. So that started just like a week ago, maybe, that they said it was allowed, and so the airport in Atlanta still thought that you could only travel to Italy for essential reasons.
Right?
And so they were making them fill out all the paperwork for essential travel because flights have been going back and forth for the last year and a half, but only for essential reasons like coming to be reunited with family. We don't count. Like if they were coming to be with their Italian family or something, or for school or for work reasons. And so students. And so the airline wanted to make them fill out all the paperwork for that. And so they want to know like where they were staying, what is the reason, and the form lists the reasons.
Yes.
And none of them are like, I want to go hang out with my family, the grandkids.
The form also wanted to know how would we get to quarantine in Italy,
Yeah.
and what was the license number of the vehicle that would take us there.
The license
Oh, I didn't know
number?
It was crazy. Well, the business number, I should say.
License, like the license plates.
That's it. Oh, it's the chicken
Oh
nugget.
yes, we love the chicken
That's
nuggets.
the chicken nuggets.
They gave us chicken nuggets, guys.
Try it first.
It's not chicken nuggets.
Oh, it's not? Oh,
What is it?
I don't know.
that's not the chicken nugget.
Crap. Let me break it.
Here.
So anyway, the Atlanta airport didn't quite know what was going on.
Crab.
And
Crab?
so, crab?
It might be crab. I'm surprised you tried that.
I love crab.
You
I think it's a
do?
crab cake.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I
So
did not
anyway.
know this.
Amelia's talking about the food. Anyway, they finally someone found you that works for Delta that said, "Oh, you don't need this,"
Right.
and helped you.
The first Delta clerk said, you need this. We're standing there for almost an hour trying to fill it out. And then the clerk next to her, I asked her, what does this mean? Because it was a bad translation from Italian to English. And she said, who told you to fill this out? And I said, she did. She goes, you don't need that. So that was our first hour at the airport.
Hour.
Yeah, a whole hour. And they were so busy, like going from person to person, that they were too busy to text their own son. So I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know if they were going to get on the flight. And then every like hour and a half, I'd get something like, "What a mess." I didn't know what that meant. So I was like, I guess they're not coming.
Little suspense is good.
There was a lot of suspense. And then the actual thing you have to do is you have to scan. They gave you a piece of paper you had to scan, and then that's a form you have to fill out on your phone before you leave, and then when you as you arrive or something.
When you arrive, there's a second.
There's two forms. Yeah.
Another form.
Yeah. And you can do that in advance. We know now.
We don't
so I
know.
have like the code and the web address. You can fill that out. But we didn't know that.
Love the music.
So they had to do it on the plane. And then when you landed, how did that go?
It was great. Italy's great. The airport was fabulous.
We love Italy.
Very, very helpful. I think they're so excited to have flights back. So they were really helpful.
There was an abundance of people to help you. They were all smiling. They were happy to see us.
Yeah.
They're like, we
Christy's-
recognized you. Like, oh, you're back. Mr. Making
back.
Sure.
Christy's
And
laughing.
then there was the guy with the orange glasses that's been there forever. That he's so
No, it's
sweet
okay, I
and
don't remember
helpful.
him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christy says, was the arrival at FCO organized? Yeah, the Rome airport it's consistently voted the best airport in Europe. So
Rome was extremely organized.
ever since they remodeled and started changing things there. So yeah, when they landed, everything was very organized. They got into the testing area, and
The main difference was about the tests. In America, when we were tested before we left, they just did a little bit inside your nose and one nostril, a little bit in the next nostril. When you get to Italy, though,
they go all the way to the
they
brain.
go to the brain cell back
Yep.
in there. You're crying in the first nostril, and then they say, "Oh, we got the number two way up there."
So they did both, all the way to the brain.
But they were good. But they also kept your passport. And if you didn't pass that test, you weren't going to get that passport until you're on a plane going home. Or to a quarantine somewhere.
They're making sure you don't run.
You're not making me excited about doing this process myself.
It was really, it was fun.
Well, even though they go deep in your nose, it's only for a minute. It's not a big deal.
It's the same thing they were doing in America, so.
So you're leaving Thursday, now you're worried. Don't be worried, just be sure you get to the airport early.
Yeah, get
And they might have a better idea of what's going on.
By then,
Because they're one of the first.
they left
They
pretty
did
early
this.
on.
I would, look at what Delta's saying now and go ahead and scan and fill out the information that they're asking for. Do it now.
And someone else arrived from Canada the same time as you. And she kind of said the same thing. The U.S. side was a mess, but Rome knew what was going on. They knew they were open. They knew how to test and do all the papers.
Some people at the airport didn't have their PCR test, and so the agent told them that they have a company that comes and picks you up, takes you, you do the test, then they bring you back. But I imagine it's extremely expensive.
Do they think you will get COVID on the plane? No, I think it's America wants to cover the America side, and Italy doesn't want to trust other people. They want to test for themselves. So that's why they have them on both sides. I don't know why you need two in America.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand.
Probably because they want you to do the real test you pay for, and then at the airport maybe they don't believe if you actually did it or not, because you could have faked the paper. It's just a piece of paper,
Yeah.
so they do
Why
their
don't
own.
they just do the one at the airport and both
I don't know.
Did you say?
We did the CVS test because Delta recommended them.
Yeah.
That's $139.
Yeah, so $140 each to do the tests.
And
But
did you say mention Rome didn't charge?
yeah, Rome didn't charge, Atlanta didn't charge either, right? So the airports are supposed to charge, but they don't right now. For them anyway, they didn't charge them. But those are only 20. I think 20 euro. Amanda's here. Amanda says ciao.
Ciao, Amanda.
Ciao, ciao. man.
One day we'll meet.
And Miss L, she's the one that just got here. I was just talking about her.
Do what now?
The person that commented is the one that came from Canada yesterday too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so then when my parents landed, I told them that my driver was going to pick them up,
Yes.
but we were with the driver. I just didn't tell them that.
I asked him and he said, no,
You said, are you going to come to the airport?
yes, and you said you were taking care of things at home.
No, I didn't say at home.
Oh,
I said I'm taking care of things for you. I didn't lie.
He was very careful
I just misled you.
to word things, so it was not a lie.
He was playing golf on his phone.
And my only concern when I get off the plane is when do I get my cappuccino and my croissant?
That was number one.
So, Elle, why did you get tested at the pharmacy? What is that about? I don't understand
Do
that.
what now?
The person that arrived yesterday said she had to get tested at the pharmacy today. I
Why?
don't know, maybe because she's from Canada.
You mentioned CVS. Is that what you're talking about?
No. She arrived in Rome yesterday. She said she had to get tested at the airport. Oh, it's Lillian. Okay, I'm sorry.
If you want to
It
fly
says
out,
No. There's not much you're right yesterday.
And Amanda says, how long was the hold up to test in Fiumicino? Not long.
Not long at all. Maybe
if you
10
have
minutes,
that
maybe
form filled out,
10 minutes.
and then you take your test. After you take your test, you're going to be about 15 minutes.
We have to wait.
So until you get to your baggage, you're looking at it 45 minutes,
Oh, okay.
which isn't bad.
It seemed like the longest point was passports for you.
Yeah, it was. Passports was long.
Yeah.
But at Passport, we have brand new passports. We said, okay, we're so excited, we're going to get our first passport stamped in Italy. And the woman looks up and goes, no, we don't do them here for Americans. And then she laughs.
She was
kidding.
really
It
sweet.
was good. Is that Italian humor?
This is better than mine.
Paula Jean says, hi, cousins.
Hi.
Cousin Paula.
Oh, hey Paula, how are you? How are things in Florida?
So, yeah, Amanda says that was fast. So, yeah, it was fast. So, they were coming through. We were in the airport waiting, and a driver that follows me on Instagram said, how did you get into the airport? I guess we weren't supposed to be in there.
Oh, I saw that. I didn't understand that comment.
There's nobody else in the airport, just us, waiting.
Yeah, notice that
They all were waiting
they're all
outside.
outside. I don't know.
We came in through the departures.
And we
had-
went downstairs. Well,
Yeah, our driver dropped us off at
yeah.
departures.
Yeah.
So we went in through departures like we were on a flight.
Yeah.
And then we took the escalator down.
But the workers at the place told us we could go down there.
Well, yeah, we just said we're in departures, just downstairs.
Yeah. So it's not like we weren't supposed to. Like, no, we should.
I think we were supposed to.
We should have hid in the car.
No, then I probably would have really had a heart attack.
Hide in the car.
You
No,
screamed
this one
loud
was
enough
fun.
the first time.
So you think that today I'm here is a good sign?
Monica says, hi Monica. So, yeah, so I was like talking to my mom, like, did you pass the test? And again, they weren't texting me from the airport.
Again.
It's so rude.
They were.
We were concerned. We were filling out these forms on our phone. We were so.
In Rome?
We were worried about it.
There were more forms in Rome?
Yeah, I had to fill out the yes, we'll take the test.
Oh. Anyway. So then I was like, did you pass the test? And my dad's like, well, I did. Does that mean mom didn't? He was just before her, so.
He's like, well, I did. She's getting sent back home.
I know. It's like, well, I did. I'll see you soon. Your mom's going back to America, I guess.
And then my mom said, okay, we're done, but now we're at the passport control. There's a long line. And I didn't hear from her for a long time. You didn't text me.
Yeah, while you're waiting
We
in
were in line.
And then you
no,
said,
No, then I freaked out because they had a sign up that said we had to have the reservations for the hotel, which they did not ask for.
yeah, so they said they did the reservation for the hotel. I was like, just, you're staying with us. And what? Oh, we're in here. Yeah, so then, so they weren't giving me updates, so I didn't know what was going on. They didn't know we were there. And then, like, I don't know, 30 minutes went by, and I was like, did you get your bag? I mean, did you get through passports yet? And then I tracked them through Find My Friends. They don't know it.
Yeah.
But I was tracking them at the airport.
I
And
didn't
it,
know
like,
he tracks me.
and they were like right next to us.
yeah, the dots are like, they're on top of each other.
Talk about Big Brother.
And so I was like, well, maybe they're Big Sun.
What?
Big Sun.
Big Sun.
He doesn't trust
So I was like,
us.
well, maybe they're like at the baggage claim, which
Why
is just on the
didn't
other
you
side.
answer?
And then I look up and I see their backs, like at a cafe. First of all,
They're getting coffee.
they're getting coffee while the driver's waiting for them.
And before telling us that they got through.
I looked. I didn't see the driver, so
He was outside because they have to wait outside.
Apparently, everyone has to wait outside.
He was
Except
right
us.
there.
Like we
Time
snuck
is
in.
money, but Italian cappuccino is Italian cappuccino.
yes.
So then we saw them. And I was like, what the heck are they doing outside?
To see how
And so then we snuck up on them
And
Which you probably
you guys
saw.
saw the rest.
in the video. And my mom screamed.
I saw somebody running at me.
She
I
went,
thought there was a bird loose in there.
yeah, she went, ah! Everybody in the restaurant looked up.
And a lot of people cried.
A lot of people.
So yeah, they don't have to quarantine because they were on the COVID tested flight.
They got
Three
tested.
negatives.
They got
negatives.
tested enough times. I'm pretty confident they're okay.
Yeah, so Italy is now open to tourists as long as it doesn't matter if you're vaccinated. You just have to pass the 3 tests. That's it. So and then you don't have to quarantine. So they're here for 2 weeks.
But if you're on the plane and you eat, you pull your mask down, take a bite, put your mask up and chew it. Take your mask down. Have
Yes.
a drink. Take your mask up. Drink.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said
And they
that.
tell you that's what this, the stewardess tells you about the safety indications before the flight. That's one of them.
If not, people would sneak around it.
Come join the party, though. Now only Christina's not in. You see your forehead.
Here's Lily, and today she lost a tooth.
Yes.
Yay!
And didn't cry or anything.
No.
Why would she cry?
You took a pity.
Just a comment. Well,
Important documentation.
okay. Sorry, I'm reading comments here.
You're not going to
I'm
eat
trying.
this?
I probably missed some. Laura loves us. Thank you, Laura. We love you, Laura.
Come visit us, Laura.
Yeah, you can come. You don't have to quarantine now.
Someone asked, what are your plans for 2 weeks?
Yeah, so my parents are here for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
What do you two want to do? What are your plans?
What are your plans?
We're going to see Papa tomorrow.
Going to see the Pope tomorrow.
Went purse shopping today.
My mom loves purses, so she went purse shopping.
We walked 4 miles to 2 purse shops.
And you had so much fun, didn't you?
Amelia got them lost.
Yes, as usual.
Okay.
We don't know how Amelia's going to work for Mountain or take over his job if she can't find her place around Rome.
If you know Rome, this is fun. So Amelia was in Piazza Navona. The place my mom wanted to go is at the top of Piazza Navona. So Amelia's like, okay, I know how to get there. She exited Piazza Navona in the middle and walked like 10 minutes
Oh,
to a road,
and then turned
And then
right.
turned.
And walked another 10 minutes back.
all the way up the road to the top of Piazza Navona. So she made like Piazza Navona's an oval, so she left the middle, walked, and then went all the way up, and then she was right here, and she was like, oh, there's Piazza Navona where we were 20 minutes ago.
We didn't see it. It was right there.
It was only 1 3/4 miles.
Hurry, you got here.
What? Oh, hi Maria.
Hi, Maria. I can't wait to meet you in person.
Amanda wants to hang out with you.
Oh, good.
Amanda,
Amanda,
get
you
on
like
the
persons,
flight.
don't you?
If we leave tomorrow,
Yes.
no, you have your wedding on Saturday. If you leave on Sunday, you get here Monday, and then you can spend the whole week, and then you can be home in time for the next wedding.
Well, that's perfect. And Amanda, I love dancing.
Are we going to Assisi? I don't think we're going anywhere. I don't know.
Probably
Hang
not.
around here.
Yeah.
We just want to go to like a different 2 or 3 churches every day and go to mass and enjoy all that.
Eggplant.
And happy birthday, Padre Pio. today.
Yeah, today's Padre Pio's birthday.
She says, nice to meet you.
In English. Very
Yeah.
good English, Maria.
Deep
feel awkward.
fried
I don't want to speak
eggplant.
Italian.
Yeah, so they've been bringing out food.
She said.
I don't know what was in this, but it's rice, with vegetables. This was a crab cake. That still is. It's a crab
It
cake.
was a crab cake. Now it's
And this
not.
is eggplant.
You understand what
Someone wants a live concert with Mick. Let's go.
Oh.
Yes, live concert.
Ooh, a patron event with a live.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
sing while we're cooking.
I'll play guitar.
We could do a patron event.
Let's go.
Uh,
Oh, cutie.
Oh, don't forget to tell them we started at the French Cafe this morning.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we went to. You may have seen me post from there before, the French Cafe. It's one of our favorite places. My mom loves it. My dad does too. My mom loves Paris. It's my favorite city, and it's
In the
my mom's
springtime.
too.
My favorite.
In the springtime.
And so we went there
When
for
it rains.
brunch. We had brunch there. And so there's a waiter that I know, Christophe. He's from France. He works there. And he came up to the table and he said, did he say it in French or Italian first? I don't know.
Italian, I think. It was Italian.
Okay. He said that our oven was just blessed.
I thought
And I understood like the words, but I was like, what?
I thought I was mistranslating.
And then I said, tell her.
And he said it the same thing, and I'm like, oven was blessed? That's weird. I thought I understood it wrong, but yeah, it actually was blessed.
Yeah, so we didn't understand what he was talking about. The oven was blessed, and then he explained it that it's like a 1,000-year tradition that bakeries bless. They have a priest come and bless their ovens, and so the French cafe just blessed their oven, and then the owner came and he was like, "Mountain, come with me," and he took me downstairs, like way downstairs, and showed me their oven that was blessed. And then it was when I was paying, and then I came back outside, and I wanted to show my dad because he was a baker. My dad used to be a baker. He still bakes.
Mr. Baker Man?
See,
And so,
those are my early days. Get it?
and so then we took my dad down into the cellar,
Get up early to do that.
and he got to see the ovens. They were just blessed. And they have like, what, 8 ovens?
It's 4 ovens divided into half, so 8 ovens.
Yeah. And what did the baker say?
I said to the baker, "You need to be up early, be here at 4 or 5 in the morning." He goes, 3. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they said the water comes on at 2 a.m. or something, and then there's no ventilation down there because they have to keep it.
You have to keep the temperature, the humidity at the same level.
Yeah.
Because if you want to throw a croissant and ruin it really quick, add a few more degrees of humidity in there. It's all over.
Yeah. So we got to see the oven. He got a picture with the baker. I'll post that later. And that was cool. We got to see like.
And it's nice to know that it's nice to know your food has been blessed.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Yeah. They bring a priest to the French bakery to bless the ovens before they like to.
But yesterday was Frigidarian.
Yeah.
Even though the French lost the Eurovision music contest.
Ooh.
Italy won. Who won? Tell her.
Eurovision.
They came second to Italy, so.
Much better than Switzerland. I don't know if you guys watch Eurovision.
Honestly.
It was our first year watching it, and you like Måneskin.
It was
Lily
great.
likes them.
Everyone likes mine.
It's Amelia's favorite band. My mom loves them.
I met them. I met
They live like
Here?
a couple blocks from
I
here.
wouldn't be surprised to see them here.
Well, they're in Milan now.
Yeah, not now. I mean in general.
So they're like the neighborhood band.
Måneskin.
Just a few years ago, where were they playing, Amelia?
On Via del
You can,
Corso.
look, they can't see you.
Just 4 years ago, they were playing on Via del Corso, 16 years old. Now they won Eurovision at 20.
Yeah, so they were.
Why are you laughing at me? It's impressive. So proud.
Amelia's very proud.
I am proud.
Yeah, so they were
We
just.
all stayed up late to watch them win.
They're just a little 4-piece band,
I want to go back to the
young, 16 years old.
Like a Lego?
Like a what?
Like a Lego? I don't know.
What? A Lego?
Like a Lego.
Sorry,
Are you sure you're drinking a Shirley Temple?
How old?
What? I always said,
Anyway.
I say exactly what's on my mind.
And they played on the Corso. So if you know that street in Rome, it's a long street that connects Flaminio Gate to the wedding cake. And there's all these like artists and musicians that play on the street.
Down and out musician.
Down and out, or 16-year-olds.
Up and coming.
Up and coming. And so just 4 years ago, they were playing like in front of the Gap on the Corso, and then
They won Eurovision.
they won Eurovision. And if you don't know what Eurovision is, it's a songwriting contest. All these different countries, like even Australia. I don't know why it's called Eurovision.
It's because of the BBC. It's like whatever
Oh, 'cause the
countries
BBC
the BBC covers participates in this.
Christina knows
Russia's
everything
in
about
it
it.
It
Russia's
was
in it.
really fun to
And
watch.
Ukraine.
Ukraine?
It's so much fun. If you can find the Eurovision, I didn't want to see this. I didn't want to. If you can go online and find the Eurovision,
The
performances,
microphone's over here.
They were so much fun. You should watch them.
Yeah.
The only thing is, England got no votes.
Yeah. So
They got one.
no, they got 0.
Oh, 0.
They got 0.
Poor guy got
So
0 points.
it's a songwriting contest. All these different countries, they have their own contest where.
It's
So
chicken nugget.
in Italy, it's Sanremo,
Chicken.
and oh, we did get the chicken nuggets. Look, we got the chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Pollo. Pollo.
So they have a songwriting contest, and then Måneskin won Italy, and then they're all sent to Eurovision, which is held in last year's winner's country.
Which means next year it'll be here.
Next year it's going to be in Rome. But this year was in Rotterdam, and then they all performed together, and it was like 26 bands.
Originally it was more, but they narrowed them down during the semifinals. In the final there were 26.
26 bands played, and they only have 3 minutes, and it's great. Like, I know a lot of you have watched like the X Factor or American Idol, where they drag it out over a whole season.
Yeah, this was
This is one night, so you have all.
the whole thing was
Go ahead.
including semifinals. It was 3 days.
Yeah, but just the finals. So,
Just the final was one night, 4
One night.
hours,
so you have 26, 24.
26 and 26.
26 bands playing 3
Yeah, they're-
minutes, and then when the last one is done,
They give you
open
pause.
up.
They give you a pause to vote on your phone.
You have about an hour to vote, maybe half an hour, 45
You cannot
minutes.
vote for your own country.
Yeah, that's the other cool thing. You can't vote for Italians can't vote for Italy.
Right. And actually, Måneskin really didn't get the votes from the judges. The
Well, we didn't
judges
get there
voted for
yet.
some-
Yeah.
They got 4 countries, I think. 12
So
points.
then they there's an app where you can watch it, the Eurovision app. But so the first votes come in, and they're different countries. Like a jury votes for the countries that want to. Again, they can't vote for their own country, and so Måneskin was not doing well with the country vote.
No.
They got like 3 countries, gave them 12 points, but that's it.
So they were like number 6 maybe.
They were number 5. They were going between number 5 and number 6.
Number one.
And then when they opened it up to the people, that's when Måneskin. They got like
350 or something.
they
like
got
that.
one of the most votes ever. Like they ended up with 500 something votes.
They ended up with 500 votes, and second place was only 300. They got so many votes. They jumped right up there. And it's Switzerland.
And it was so exciting because, like, just watching it all, and we were planning to walk. I was going to go to bed because I go to bed at 10,
Oh, I was gonna watch it all.
and it started at 9. But it was really good. Like Christina was saying, all the bands are really good.
It was
Most of
so
them, most of
fun.
them. Some of them are terrible.
Oh.
Even though they had only 3 minutes, each group had a really big production, and it was separate for each group. It wasn't just like they were on stage. Each group had their own thing going on. It was really done well.
Yeah, and even though obviously I wanted Italy to win, almost all of them were really good.
Yeah.
France was really good.
I liked, they were all really good. Really
Anyway,
fun.
Russia.
check out Eurovision. It was a lot of fun. We loved it.
I suggest you guys to watch it next year.
We'll be in the studio audience, hopefully.
Hopefully.
But
It'll be so fun.
What?
Monty Hart is one of the best to dance to.
Yeah, that was a good one. The,
Lily was even dancing in her sleep.
How about the Russian doll? That was interesting.
Oh yeah.
Russia.
I like Ukraine.
Glory wants to know what you just tasted.
What?
Glory wants to know what you were just
Chicken.
eating.
That was a
Chicken nugget.
I didn't get one. I
Hey,
was
they
sitting
can
there.
The other stuff was really good, though, whatever it was.
they can check it out on YouTube.
Yeah, there's an app too. She didn't get one at all?
No.
What? They didn't give you a chicken nugget?
No, they didn't see her probably.
Oh, tell them.
Here, have
It's
some.
okay, she had mine. I
Have some
didn't
milk.
like it.
It was,
And you're trying to take mine?
her chicken nugget was only half a chicken nugget.
I'm gonna eat my chicken
I
nugget.
only got a
Inside there.
I save all my food for the end because I don't eat while I'm talking.
It has been really cool that I get to see how famous my son is now. People stopping him on the street.
Yes.
People watching him all the time.
Oh, you look so very.
I have the most creative people sitting with me. My daughter-in-law is amazing, such a great graphic artist and all. And look how smart my grandchildren are because she taught them. And here I've got my artist, musician, and my famous son.
And we've got Mountain. And incidentally, his first job was separating crickets and worms for a bait shop.
He was a big boy.
I knew he was
But
saying
his
that.
crickets and worms caught a lot of fish. So
Mr. Bay Boy.
Yeah, my first job was bait boy. we lived in a house, and next door there was a store. And then on the weekends they would open at 5 a.m. for fishermen. And I don't know how old I was. You don't even remember it.
12.
Yeah, I was like maybe 13 or something. And so I would go over there at 5 a.m. for 2 hours. And I would scoop up crickets and minnows.
I know.
The worms were already pre-sorted. We already had pre-sorted worms. I grew up in the South. And then after 2 hours, they give me $20, which I would spend on candy. I would get airheads.
You would spend $20 on candy?
Yeah, I would get slush puppies, airheads. They had like gummy candies.
Is that the same, Christina?
Yeah, she got a second one. Yes, that was my first job. Andy was asking, are we eating outside? No, this is inside. It's
Inside outside.
No, it's inside outside.
well, no, like that's outside. This is outside. It's just like a pavilion. All that is open. I don't know if I can turn it. You can see that's all open. Behind us is all open. So this is part of like what Italy had to do to stay in business. They built all these pavilions everywhere.
Here.
Yeah. What else? Time is- Oh, it's already 6:45.
Any other stories you need to tell?
Well, just
Do you guys have any questions for my parents? They're going to be on Tipsy Tuesday next week too.
Ask them anything. Ask something embarrassing.
well, not anything.
Oh, don't forget the pizza.
Okay, so
Well, that's something.
I kind of mentioned it.
Speaking about the bait shop, the guy in the store used to keep us up with Mountain, and years later, one night Mountain was in the Kroger store, past Berkeley.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yes.
I don't
Next day,
remember
he
this.
said, where was Mountain last night? And we said, well, he was in his room sleeping. They said, well, he was in Kroger at 11 o'clock last night.
Ooh, rebel.
So he was hitting the high nightlife, sneaking out of his room and going to Kroger. And
He was probably buying
Oh, I
airheads.
remember that.
He was probably buying airheads or something.
No, I was looking at the Rolling Stone magazine, or maybe it was Spin. It was when Violator came out for Depeche Mode, and Dave Gahan was on the cover. And so some friends and I, we snuck out, and then we went to Kroger. Went to the grocery store. That's what Kroger is, if you don't know. Went to the grocery store and looked at magazines, and then got caught.
Hey,
But I worked at a record store. Why didn't you just get him there?
I don't know.
they have a question.
Any questions?
I'm not an only child. Have them answered.
I am an only child, yes.
Mountain is an only child, as was his mother.
Only child, lonely child.
I was one of 7.
Yeah, my dad. Big family.
You just drink that? Drink all the liquid. I don't know why you don't like it, but okay.
Pronounce our last name.
Butra.
All the ice.
How do we say it?
In America, Bitorak. It's very Bitorak. But in Europe, and anywhere you ask, if you put it in front of them, they'll say Butorak.
It's Croatian.
Croatian. We're Croatian.
What else?
If you go to Venice, take a hard right, go east, you're going to be in Croatia.
We're not going to drive there. We're not going to drive there.
You could drive there or take a train.
Oh, look at all those comments.
Oh,
we
you
got.
missed
You missed a lot of comments.
Oh, on Facebook, I missed a lot of comments. I wasn't scrolling. Flight's 9 hours from Atlanta.
What?
9 hours. Your flight.
9 hours.
11 hours going back.
Going
Your hair is legit.
Yes.
It is legit.
Do a little hair, not a Do a little hair show handshake for us.
Do a little.
A slow-mo handshake.
That'll be on
I'm trying to contain my hair because it looks like Einstein. What's this?
Did Mountain give you any trouble? Huh? Did Mountain give you any trouble?
Growing up.
Yes.
Ooh, Amanda might go to Croatia this fall. We should go meet her if she
Oh, let's go. I want to go.
I think we should have a trip to Croatia.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Meet you in Croatia.
What else? Yeah.
Mountain was actually very good.
Why did they name you Mountain?
Thanks, Mom.
They asked, why did they name you Mountain?
Why? I love the name. It was different. I knew he would be famous someday.
Famous.
He needed something.
Famous mountain.
Yes. He needed something that people would remember. I was right.
You also have an aunt who went to high school with your dad. Yeah.
You want to swap?
I am Tipsy.
Huh.
Tipsy.
That is. Who is that?
Oh yeah, I guess it.
What's the name again?
What's the question?
We're reading questions. Oh, Rob. Oh, I know.
I can't hear a thing.
I can't hear.
Rob Demetz. He,
Has an aunt.
his aunt, went to high school with you, right? Marcia Benedict's,
Oh,
Who?
Pakraki, and she dated Greg.
really?
Yeah, my Uncle Greg.
Greg.
Oh, Greg.
Funny.
Oh.
Dad, was your dad in Eurovision the movie?
No, my dad was not in the Eurovision movie.
What are your favorite food dishes in Italy?
Pizza and gelato.
Yeah, we're eating out every night for the next 2 weeks because my mom has like all these food places she has to
Oh, and
go.
lasagna.
About you? Favorite food?
Food is food, yeah, good.
Food is food.
The famous polenta across the street.
Famous polenta.
Oh yes.
The wooden spudding.
Wooden split.
Oh, speaking of the wooden spudding, DJ asks, what meal do your parents want Lily to make?
Tarts.
Tarts.
I think we might do a roast while we're here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Gonna do a roast?
It's just about every day, I think.
Isabella Stento.
Hi,
How many-
Isabella.
Hi, Isabella.
How many times are you going to eat it?
I miss you. I wish you were here.
How many times are you going to eat at Palese? That's what she wants to know.
Oh,
We've already been once.
lovely.
That was the first stop.
It's always either that or Pizza Island. I wanted both.
Isabella, you should get your visa and be over here. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
Your dual
And
citizenship.
Hannah.
Dual citizenship.
All right. Any other questions? They didn't bring much food tonight.
No, they didn't.
Only
But
4
I've been a
things.
disembodied. I didn't get a nugget.
They what?
I didn't get a nugget. Yeah, it's just.
Here, have this push.
What else do you have to talk about?
I don't think it is.
Do you have any stories about Mountain?
Huh?
Do you have any stories?
Stories.
Well, when he was going to start the Catholic Traveler, he was doing. You were doing computer. What would it be called? Computer. He was at a computer desk. He was answering questions from doctors' offices who would have questions about computers. And he came home that night and he said, had us, we were both sitting there, and he said, I want to do this. I want to do this Catholic Traveler thing. I want to take people to Europe on pilgrimages. And my first thing was, don't quit your job. Let's work into this gradually. And his next statement was, I quit my job. So that was that. You either jump in or you're jumping all the way or you don't.
Well, we didn't tell Christina's parents for like a year. They just thought I had a lot of vacation time. Why is he always home?
But I knew God was going to take care of you. I had no doubts. No doubts. And you're very talented.
No, this is not the grandfather who does all the Photoshop. That's Christina's
That's her
dad.
dad.
That's the other one.
My dad is the Photoshop expert.
Yeah. Are you gonna go to San Eustachio while you're here?
Oh yes,
Yes.
we have San Eustachio coffee at our home.
Oh, that is a good question,
That's a good
DJ.
idea.
Well, my DJ wants to know, will you two make us Thanksgiving dinner while you're here?
Oh, that's a lot of work.
But it's
We
so
can,
good.
We missed a year.
There are people
We
that
missed a year of
love
Thanksgiving.
ice cream.
Yeah, but you know, with sweet potatoes anymore, we don't put the marshmallows on. We just make the sweet potatoes, and that's it. No butter, nothing. Just the sweet potatoes.
So good.
No.
Look at Mountain like what?
But they do have turkeys here.
Yeah, we can get turkey here.
A couple of them are sitting across the table from me. Hey.
There's his dad jokes I missed.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. What else? Anything else? Any other questions?
Last chance for your questions until next week.
We're going to Pizza Island after this.
Yes, we are. This week we're going to be playing music with Amelia. We're going to change her guitar strings.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, buy a new guitar.
We're going to get
You're gonna get
Lily
a guitar?
Bass.
We're going to get Lily a
Oh,
thumb jam.
Amelia wants a bass because the girl
That's not the only
in
reason.
Måneskin plays bass.
That's not the only reason. That is one of
That's
10
the only.
reasons.
That's the only reason.
And Lily wants a what is
I've
it?
always limba.
A limba?
Kalimba.
Kalimba.
Kalimba. I told you that I wanted to learn bass.
Lily's going to get a kalimba. Oh, I do have something to say. We mailed
Easy wine.
Lily's birthday present 6 weeks ago, and they told me it would be there in 3 days, and we're still waiting.
They got here before the present.
Of course, we did mail them a package from UPS, and they said it would be here in 3 days, and it got here a month and a half later.
Yep.
You guys have very terrible luck mailing us things.
That's Italian Post for you.
No.
No?
Some people send us stuff. We get care packages from people, and they get here in 3 or 4 days. I don't know what it is about my parents.
Lily's is out for
Anything from Georgia.
Are you getting another one?
No. Just take it. I missed a question over here. I need to treat my parents to gelato.
do what?
I need to treat my parents to gelato. My mom gets gelato like every 5
Every
minutes.
day.
Yes.
Electric bass, yes, that's what she wants.
What?
An electric bass, right?
Is that?
That means you're gonna have to get an amp.
No, exactly.
Huge
That's the
fan.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Then,
the problem.
then Nona's gonna be like, what is that kid doing?
No. Too much. I haven't.
Amelia is a good guitar player. She's almost more advanced than I was at her age, but she needs to play with a band.
I haven't put
She
much.
needs a band if anybody's listening.
I haven't put much thought into this yet. I just want to learn another string instrument because I've learned enough guitar for now. I just want to learn. I want to learn
learned
something.
enough?
I want to learn something new. Enough. Your parents were a hoot.
You're a hoot.
I can see why you're a hoot.
Jerry says you're a hoot.
You are a hoot. What do you miss most in the U.S.?
I guess she's an eye.
I'm eating Chick-fil-A right now.
My mom looks like the Mary in Peter, Paul and Mary.
Oh my goodness. I can sing that.
You can what?
I can sing their songs.
She can sing their songs.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Asking if you like sports and if you were good at one. Did you like sports?
Oh, here's a good story.
Yes, he
The video I saw of your birthday party.
Oh yeah. I don't know if they can hear you.
What story?
They asked.
Christina's gonna tell a story.
No, I'm not going to tell it.
Oh,
Christina, tell the story. What story?
my birthday party.
Which one?
Well, they want to know if I was good at sports.
The basketball.
Yes.
The basketball.
Yes, he was.
She was great at sports.
I played basketball.
I was his coach.
My dad is my coach.
Tell them the
Yeah.
basketball.
And there's a baseball story I can tell you.
Oh yeah.
When Mountain was was first learning to hit a baseball, we played baseball, and I had a hard ball. Have you ever seen a hard ball? They're hard.
Of course they've seen baseballs.
But it's not a softball, it's a hard ball.
Of course they know what a baseball is.
It's 3 inches of a hard.
They know what a baseball. They know baseball.
Well, I don't know.
He thinks you don't know what a baseball
on
is.
his second
So-
one. You have to forgive me.
We were going to rehearse. We were going to rehearse the.
He's trying to tell you what a baseball is. Hey, have you guys ever heard of baseball?
They've been in Braves country.
All right, tell them the story.
So-
Baseball.
So we're going to practice hitting the baseball against the barn door, right? There's a barn.
Yeah, we had a barn. We had a barn.
So it's a very hard ball,
Like a baseball.
just like a baseball. So I'm telling Mountain.
It could almost be a baseball.
Mountain's concerned because this thing is so hard that it could hurt if it hits him.
Yeah, I was like, don't hit me. I was like, I don't know how old I
You're not
was.
going to get hit.
I was like 9 or something.
Yeah, you were young.
And I was like, don't hit me, Dad.
said,
Don't hit me with the ball.
It's going to be fine. Don't worry, I'm not going to hit
My
you.
dad was not a professional pitcher, by the
I
way.
was a professional wrestler.
He was a professional wrestler.
We'll get back in
Yeah,
there.
that's another story.
So here I wind up.
Very
Take the
first
pitch,
time.
I throw him a curveball. What happens to him? Hits him in the head.
Very first time anyone's ever pitched a baseball to me.
That explains child abuse.
It wasn't cute.
That explains something.
Very first
Tell
time.
us about the
Family
birthday
secrets
party.
are coming out here.
Yeah, tell us about the birthday party. We want to know that.
Oh, your brother Vince is here. Your brother Vince is here.
Oh, Vince,
He just
how are
heard that
you?
story.
My brother Vince. I love Vince so much because he's the one who told me how to sing. He told me it was all breath control.
Really?
Yes, he did.
I didn't know that.
He did. And I think I've told him that before, but he gave me a lot of influence in my singing. Thank you, Vince.
Do you want to tell them about my 10th birthday party?
In the basketball? No. Yes, we do.
Was that before you shot me?
We do want to hear that story. No, let's come back to the time that he got shot.
Okay, let's go. Okay, birthday party and then when he got shot.
Did you hear what my dad said? He said, was my 10th birthday before or after you shot me?
You shot him.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he
what he
did
said.
shoot me.
Okay, birthday party first, then we'll get to the shooting.
All right, so my 10th birthday party, I had all these friends coming over from school.
Hurting each other.
All these friends coming over from school. A whole bus load of kids.
They got off the bus literally at our house.
Yeah, they got off the bus at the
A
house.
big yellow bus.
My dad made a basketball goal. We didn't have like a traditional basketball goal. He put one on the barn, like he made a backboard.
Always the barn.
And I guess we had a hoop. I guess we had a hoop. We had a
We have
hoop.
this on video, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And he
That's
put
how
it
I
up.
learned about this story.
All these kids come over for my birthday, and then what happened? We played a game.
Go ahead.
You tell it. You can tell the next story.
I only remember because there's video, and we saw it a few years ago.
Block out traumatic memories.
Yeah. So, I've got all my friends over. It's my birthday party. I want to show them how good I am at basketball. My dad's playing with us. I guess we didn't have enough people. So a bunch of 10-year-old kids. And I'm like trying to show off my best moves.
Smaller than her.
And every time I go for a shot, he like jumps up and like slams the ball back in my face. Every single time. I couldn't get one shot off.
He was 10.
It was good cop, bad cop.
I think you need to put this video up.
But you ended
Barney's
up.
pivotal in your sports
He
career.
did end up prevailing and winning the game.
I don't think I made anything. You kept blocking my shot.
I saw the video. You blocked every single shot of it.
Well, it's a lesson learned.
We need to get this video and then
Yeah, you
so
need
I
to
can.
get this video up. I'm gonna destroy it.
No.
Well, it's not like everybody gets an A for effort.
Okay, next story.
Humiliated me in front of all my friends.
Yes, but Mountain did prevail, and a few years later, when I was his coach, he did very well as a basketball player.
Okay, let's.
Because I didn't have an old man blocking my shots.
No, you had young guys, and you could jump over them. Because I had you jump 6 feet, but with them you jump 6 feet and they could do it.
I'd pay to see the video. Let's take you up on that.
Honey Joe wants to see the video,
I'll
so
take
we
you
have
up
to
on that. I'll take
we
you
have
up
to
on
make it happen.
Here, let's tell the story, the other story now.
What's the other story?
You have the floor.
Oh,
I don't know. The other story was we were out.
how old was I when I shot you?
I don't know. It was a pellet gun.
I tried to,
pellet gun.
I tried to put that out of my mind.
But he wasn't supposed to shoot it.
I was little, like maybe.
He was little, maybe 9 or 8.
He was
We were out
9.
back behind the garden, which was behind the barn,
It's always
shooting some target practice.
that
No,
bar.
My dad was trying to teach me like gun safety.
Gun safety. This is the whole thing. Coming,
Yeah, you
so
really
coming
did.
back to the house, Mountain says, "Dad, can I hold the gun?" I said, "Certainly can hold the gun." So we're getting to the back porch, going up the steps. I said, "Mountain, whatever you do, whenever you point a gun, never point it towards anything unless you intend on shooting it." I handed him the gun, and he shot me
He was like,
right in the arm.
didn't you say like what, like this?
He said like, yeah, don't ever point it at like
Unless you want to
person.
shoot it.
And
Unless you want to shoot.
I was like, you mean like this?
And he shot me.
And then I shot my own dad
That
in
made
the
up.
arm.
That made up for the basketball.
Obviously,
arm.
obviously he made it. I think.
Wait, so was this before or after the basketball?
I think it was after.
Oh, well, there you
Probably
go.
after.
It was after the basketball.
That explains that.
So I was older than 10, I think.
So I guess if we have more time on the next program, we'll get into the later birthday parties.
Later.
The teenage years.
Program.
All right.
Can't
Ching
believe.
ching.
I
It's
can't
enough
believe your son
stories.
shot you. Don't worry. We'll get
I never
more.
shot my mom's.
We'll get more ready for next week. Next week we get to hear Grandma's trauma. Never a dull moment with them around. Yes.
Yeah.
Any more questions? Everybody's.
Any other questions? We're gonna go to dinner in a few minutes. So.
I can
No.
use some dinner.
I guess we'll wrap it up. But you can get your questions ready for next week. Because we'll do Tipsy Tuesday again next week. Maybe from a rooftop.
Yes.
My mom wants to go to a rooftop bar. What was that? Are y'all eating? No, this is like a, what is it? A pavilion that was made just for Corona times.
It's nice.
But they'll keep it up, I think.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Where are we going for dinner? We're going to Pizza Island, not far from here. It was good to see you too, Gloria. All right, you want to say bye? Anything else you want to say?
No, I can't think of anything right now, but we'll see you next week.
We'll get some things ready for next week.
We hope to see you all. In
Everybody
moments of
has to
time.
go watch Eurovision.
Yeah, that's your homework. Go watch Eurovision.
Watch the performances and then let us know what you think.
Yeah. So we're gonna go have dinner. And then my parents need to sleep. They didn't sleep last night. Oh, that's funny. Tell them what you found, Amelia.
Oh, I have it on my phone.
Do you?
I have the pictures. The incriminating
So
footage.
last night, I told my parents, it was like 10 o'clock. You can show my dad's, not my mom's maybe. I told my parents that it was late and they needed to go to bed because they didn't sleep on the airplane. And so I went to bed, the kids went to bed, Christina stays up all night anyway.
Today,
And then, go ahead.
today I was helping my grandfather make his Instagram
Come down so they can
nice.
see you. See, we can see.
I was helping him. Well, I want to see his face. I was helping him make his Instagram nice, right? Like a great granddaughter. I was fixing his photos and everything, and I was finding a nice photo for him to put as a cover. And what do I see in his recent photos? He has like
Oh boy.
a little
Thing to put your stuff in.
I get shot again.
It's
And
like
I'm
a travel train.
I'm like, what's that? And he's like, oh, that was from 1 a.m. last night. Don't worry about it.
What it would be like a hat.
It's just like the Pope had last week.
So at 1 o'clock in the I told him to go to bed at 10. At 1 o'clock in the morning, they're putting travel trays.
On their heads and
On
taking
their head.
pictures and taking selfies. There's one of her
Parents
too.
never listen.
There's one of her too, but I won't
And we were
show.
sober.
And they were sober.
I won't show theirs, but I won't show hers, but yeah, it's the same, but her.
What are the responses to that?
They're laughing at you.
They're laughing at you.
All right.
On that note, we'll see you next week.
Now we're gonna say ciao. Say ciao, Christina. Come say ciao.
Ciao.
They can't see you.
Ciao.
Ciao, everybody.
Say bye. Ciao.
Ciao, buonasera.
Bye. Good night. Goodbye.
Did you say ciao? You said good night. Lily.
Ciao.
All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Second Cup Saturday. Or Tipsy Tuesday. But we're going to go have dinner now. So, ciao.